Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, dish hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Seems bad today.
How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Hey guys, how you going? Hey Alex, how you going? Susan, how you going? Kai, how you going? Dealey, how you going? Okay, I kind of snuck in there again this morning. Okay, let's have a look what's going on, because there's a fair bit. I've only done a little bit of bookmarking, but we can always go to the Gateway Pundit afterwards and see what's happening over there. Okay, Madison King Foxy said, Dear President Trump, we would like to borrow Elon Musk to come and do some investigation. Please send him to Australia. Let's have a listen to this.
Well, we all know that Donald Trump isn't everyone's cup of tea, but he is mine. However, can we please borrow Elon Musk and his team? I would love to know where our money is going, who's getting what, who's being paid behind the scenes, and how much. Because Australia is in a right mess at the moment, and it seems like every politician's on the take. Or maybe they always have been, but we just haven't known about it. Can you please come over and shed some light? Well, we all know.
I agree, actually. But some of us have known. As soon as you wake up, you kind of find out that they are all on the take, mate. Feisty and Friends said, warning, wrong way. Warning, wrong way. www. 23, game over, justice. Are we ready? Next week. The suicide weekend. I've been waiting for that one. Doge renaming of USDS, US Digital Service. Truly amazed at how many really don't see what Musk and his merry men are doing. Following the money, Key, returning power to the people, Keystone. Government efficiency, Musk and SW engineer team, Hunters. Digital services, blockchain, tech ensuring transparency, security and immutability, efficiency. Now, what is this? US Secret Service. If you weren't able to attend tonight's big game, you missed a Jumbotron highlight. For 160 years, our agency's been a witness to history, and since 1901, we've protected the most important people and events, including the Super Bowl. Okay. Warning, wrong way. Game over. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. I like that one. Okay. I hope you understood what I was talking about here. If you don't, it has to do with the board that, we used to look at, that everyone said was a big conspiracy theory. But anyway, okay, let's continue. Jim Ferguson said, breaking, UK caves to Trump's tariff threat, Online Safety Act backtrack. Lucky for the UK. Starmer's Labor is backing down on its Orwellian Online Safety Act after Trump team slammed the law as a direct attack on free speech. The act originally threatened to fine social media companies 10% of their revenue for failing to censor harmful content, but who decides what's harmful? Now, with US tariffs looming and critical trade deal at stake, Labor is scrambling to rewrite the law. Did Trump just force the UK to abandon its censorship agenda? I believe they have, yes. It's me again. Australia's turn tomorrow when our so-called PM talks to Trump. Let's see if our draconian free speech laws get reversed. Here's hoping. Yes, well, I do believe that's going to happen. Otherwise, there is going to be tariffs. Oh, dear. How you going, J1? Did I say hello, Dealey? Okay. Elon Musk said, it's time. Spitfire said federal judges can be impeached by Congress. It's time. And Elon Musk has said, it's time. Because they are working against Trump and Elon, trying to expose and make transparent the what's going on in the government. The Yorkshire Lass said social media platforms are blowing up tonight with people withholding council tax in the masses. Everyone is hyped up, losing the fear and taking a stand. Brilliant to see patriots pushing back like this. Shit's about to get real. And that's in the UK, obviously. Well done, guys. Rational Aussie said, yes, Anthony, hello. This is like someone pretending Trump's speaking to Anthony Albanese here in Australia. I hear you're doing some nasty things over there, real nasty. So nasty, in fact, that your own people want me to keep this tariff on. Maybe I should increase it, huh? How about that? Maybe I'll increase the tariff to 100% until you get rid of these hate speech laws. 100% tariff and Australia becomes the 51st state. Anthony, you still there, or do I have to get my friend Dana to stay a little longer and whip this into shape? Oh, you can only dream, right? Yeah, that's more like it. Oh. Nick said, I hate to think what would have happened to the world if Trump hadn't been elected. Wish he was our president. Yes, President, we should cut all ties with Britain and chuck the UK, and Chuck, which is Charles. The UK has been taken, conquered. That made a little bit of sense there, but, there we go. Mark Rowley said multiculturalism is the slow death for the host culture. Marine Le Pen. And it is. When you get opposing sides and you import both sides and you find out what happens the hard way. I don't think Australia's seen anything yet. Derek Evans said Congresswoman Luisa Dularo, CT, says her Democrat colleagues in the House and Senate are ready to shut down the government if assurances aren't given about increasing spending at various agencies. One look at the hair, I don't need to know anymore. This is that mad woman, wasn't she? Who was talking to President Trump, not the Bishop one, another one. Seems like a weird hill to die on, but Democrats seem ready to do so. Okay. If Trump keeps shuttering agencies, well, they've got to go through it. They've got to find where the money goes. The notice has said Australia should follow the US and suspend foreign aid to South Africa over its racist land seizure law, says Anglo-Celtic advocacy group, the British Australian Community, and they should, because once you hear what's going on, and I'll play it because I've got the person himself saying they want to get rid of the white people. Okay, Fred Paul said Egypt is reportedly sending tanks to the Israeli border. Most of the chat concludes this is not to start a war, but to make sure no Gazans get in. Australia, on the other hand, rolls out the red carpet. Reckon the Egyptians know something we don't? Yeah, I do. Now watch, because there's been more suggestions of where the Palestinians might be going. Okay, Brian Cates, political columnist and pundit, said don't miss the fact the federal judges aren't just ruling. The chief executive of the executive branch can't do anything they don't like domestically. They're also asserting control over executive branch foreign affairs. The federal bureaucracy is attempting to use judiciary. Oh my God, I'm stuttering. The federal, oh my God, I can't speak this morning. The federal bureaucracy is attempting to use the judiciary to remind the president he is a mere figurehead and that they are the ones who actually run things. Trump needs to go scorched earth on these corruptocrats. My God, I'm tongue-tied this morning. I normally am anyway, but like this morning is particularly bad. White Wabbit Warrior. I like the name. Apart from the 51st debate, if you had the choice between the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms or the US Constitution or a Canadian version of the same thing, which would you choose? Please vote, but state your reasoning in the comments, and please share and repost. And I'm going to do that, and I'm not voting, okay, because it's not up to me. This is for Canadians, I believe, right? So I would love to know what happens in the end. But yeah, would you rather have the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms or the US Constitution? Or a Canadian version of the same thing? What would you rather? That's for my Canadian listeners. Alexandria Marshall said, does anyone believe these new hate speech powers will be used against protesters who shout, the colonies will fall, pay the rent, or other racist anti-Australian chants? Well, people should be reporting them for hate speech. If they're going to bring this thing out, and some of our politicians, because they call the same thing. Calypso said, not sure here, but if you claimed PTSD from bouncy castles and honking, you're probably not equipped to fight to the death. Like, this is having a go at lefties, I believe. Honestly, if you get PTSD from someone misgendering you, I don't think you're ready to fight to the death either. I don't think they know what it means. Senator Babette said we have the same problem in Australia. The continually expanding bureaucracy is a cancer that will kill our nation. Elon Musk said we must defeat bureaucracy. Mario Norfall said Elon, defeating bureaucracy is almost as difficult as breaking physics. The challenge is overcoming bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is perhaps the penultimate boss battle. The ultimate boss battle is defeating entropy, which psychics tell us we can't. The second hardest battle is defeating bureaucracy. This is how difficult it is to improve government. There you go. Very interesting. Yes, we do have the same problem here in Australia. My goodness. Cafe locked out. Now this. Wow. Look at Pauline. What is going on, Pauline? What the 8.32, and anyone who knows me knows I have been a staunch advocate for Pauline Hanson. Well, how shocked I am. You guys, some of you guys were right. Okay, I was wrong. Some of you guys were right by the look of this. What the fuck 8.32 said, what the fuck is happening? Would love to hear people's thoughts on this. My opinion is that they have something over her, or that she has struck a deal somewhere where she in return abstained on voting for this. I think she was hoping that nobody would notice. Okay, let's have a listen to what the fuck's going on here.
Back in the pockets of Australians.
Senator, do you have a view on the hate
crimes laws that are just about to pass the House in the next few minutes, will you vote in favour of those and mandatory minimums when they go to the Senate later today?
I will have a look at those hate crime laws. Yes, I have actually voted against hate crime laws in the past, and more than likely will.
As in you won't support them, or you will support them?
No, I possibly will support the hate crime laws by all means. There shouldn't be hate crimes in Australia.
And mandatory minimum sentences, mandatory jail time for those, you support that?
Yes, I do. Yes, there has to be until we clean up our act. But I'm not here to discuss the legislation that's coming through. I'm here to discuss our policy.
She doesn't want to discuss it. She is willing to sign the hate speech law. I am gutted, guys. I am so freaking disappointed. Oh my God, Pauline, what have you done? Okay, anyway. Vote for all the other minor parties, okay? Malcolm Roberts needs to leave. I don't know if he's supporting it or not, but oh my goodness, guys. DOQ said, do we secretly own Israel? Interesting question. I have no idea of the answer, but it's an interesting question. Sure looks like Israel capitulated. It has now. Not up Q said Z for last, Zionists for last. At POTUS, Trump taking Gaza Strip from Israel. BB 3.0, Israel PM Netanyahu doing as he's told. Tip of the spear. Space Force, tip of the spear, Special Ops Command. Symbolism noted. Down with the pyramid. Get it? Oh, dear. This is quite interesting, actually. Not up Q said the drop 2604 avoided Z, Zionists of Israel, a.k.a. Khazarian Mafia followers. 916, we're saving Israel for last. JFK Jr. arm tattoo, Z Special Unit emblem. Special Operations Executive SOE. I don't know what Drew's bloodline versus Zionist Khazarian Mafia. Okay, so this one says, so Huber is a head fake, if so, brilliant. False, Huber will bring severe pain to DC. Sessions forced release of name Huber to House created another variable. Use logic. Why would we tell you the plan if in doing so it alerts those who we are secretly engaged in hunting? You are witnessing firsthand the demise of those in power, the old guard. Those who push simply have no grasp of reality. Those who push simply do not understand warfare tactics. Emotions cloud judgment. Emotions cloud logic. You have more than you know. Securing the Senate meant everything. Securing the Supreme Court meant everything. Avoided Z. We the people, enough is enough. Together we win. Do you think all these attacks on the board, we the people, is simply for a person on the internet who they label as a conspiracy? Think for yourself. Trust yourself. Research for yourself. Be in control of yourself. Never let someone else drive you. Those who try to drive you are not your friend. There's the tat. Special Unit Z, or Z, as we call it here in Australia. Khazarian Mafia founds ISIS, Israel's secret. Yes, is what I always said, Israel's secret intelligence service. ISIS. Interesting, isn't it? Okay. I won't go too far into that. I might read that one on Rumble. I'm just going to put that at the top again by doing that. Okay, anyway, it was about this. Doing as he was told. Okay, am I in bookmarks? No, I'm in... Okay, there we go. EXX Alert said, Pam Bondi, if you leaked it, we'll come after you. I can't wait. You should see what they're going after now. How you going, Del? Robert? Who else have we got in here? Lady Stardust. How you going? Zena. Okay, I think I've said hello to everyone. Have I? Have I? J1. Okay, now I think I've said hello to everyone. Yep, okay. Real raw news. Breaking. The military has just arrested the Obama. I'm careful of these people, man. Okay, but we'll read it anyway, okay? Take it with a grain of salt. Breaking. The military has just arrested the Obama-appointed judge, Paul Engelmeyer, who tried to block Doge from exposing fraud, waste and corruption. The charge, sources say, is treason. Okay, there is context that readers thought you might want to know. Judge Engelmeyer hasn't been arrested. He's currently present in courtroom 1305 in the Thurgood Marshall Courthouse in New York, presiding over a sentencing hearing. The military has no law enforcement powers to arrest civilians under the Posse Comitatus Act. I don't know about that. ACYN said, reporter, you're going to meet with the first responders today, but you pardoned hundreds of people who assaulted first responders. Trump said, and I believe they're talking about J6 here, Trump said, no, I pardoned people who were assaulted themselves by our government. I didn't assault, they didn't assault, they were assaulted. What I did was a great thing for humanity.
You said you're going to honor first responders today, but you pardoned hundreds of people who assaulted first responders. Why did you do that?
Who?
You are going to meet with first responders today, but you pardoned people who assaulted first responders.
No, I pardoned people that were assaulted themselves. They were assaulted by our government. I pardoned J6 people who were assaulted by our government. That's who assaulted, and they were treated unfairly. There's never been a group of people in this country, outside of maybe one instance that I can think of, but I won't get into it, that were treated more horribly than the people of J6. So, no, I didn't assault, they didn't assault. They were assaulted, and what I did was a great thing for humanity. They were treated very, very unfairly. There's never been an incident like this.
There you go. Looks like he's on a plane too. Okay. Lance's Epic Quest said Grassley is requesting Hegseth to answer the oversight from 2020 on Stephen the Walrus Halper, the Cambridge University professor who secretly worked with the FBI, CIA, MI6, which led to Crossfire Hurricane. PhD Stephen Schrage was a doctoral candidate of Halper who went undercover with federal investigators and John Durham to capture everything. Harper leads to Five Eye. Five Eye leads to Obama-Biden. Obama-Biden leads to election problems. Interference leads to, in the post, it also ties into No Name, who has an institution that is backed by USAID and the same donors as the Clinton Foundation. The stage is being set. And I'm not sure I could play this here. I might have to play this on Rumble. Shoot. Okay. Might have to do a quick Rumble live today. I'm going to leave that one unliked, so that I can go back and find it. Okie dokie. And Kai, how you going, Kai? I did say hello earlier, did I? Kyle Becker said, here's another judge who was under the delusion the American people had elected him President of the United States. This is Judge Kenneth J. Gonzalez, an Obama-appointed judge who just told the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces that he can't deport Venezuelan gang members to Guantanamo Bay. No one elected Judge Gonzalez to run the executive branch, and especially the U.S. military. These Venezuelan gang members are illegal aliens, meaning that Judge Gonzalez not only violates separation of powers, but he's interfering with law enforcement on behalf of non-citizens. This is a temporary restraining order, nevertheless. It is sheer hubris even to interfere with President Trump's military orders. Judges who act like the American people elected them to run the executive branch should be impeached and removed. Remember these people. See also, rogue judge issues order halting Doge's audit of Treasury Department. Yeah, well, I don't think it's going to last long. Yeah, if they're under a state of, like, say, an emergency kind of, like, war thing that people theorise happened years ago, then they can use the military. Mark Lewis said hood graffiti artists are now awake.
Guys, we're over here at the Victor Garcia Park here in Far, Texas. We're literally in the hood. Like, This is the hood. You know Cypress, you know Wright, you know Egley. You're in the hood here. So it's currently 1:38 in the morning, but we're driving and we saw some. Damn. Look at what's in the hood. Woo! We the people. You like that? How do you feel about that?
That's clean.
That's clean? That's your boy?
Making change in the community.
Dude, his Che trompas. Ooh! We even got his homeboy Elon over here. We got our little Tesla. Do you know, but let's be real. Look at, like, this is crazy. Look at the detail on this. His eye, like, the camera does not do justice. This is the artist, Bangers.1. Only here in the valley, dude. This is some valley Hollis.
There you go. Graffiti artists are now awake. Oh dear, that was quite good actually. Doge designer asked, "What should the Doge audit next?" And you should see it. Okay, this only happened a couple of hours ago. California high-speed rail has been suggested. Churches, Europe, Clinton Foundation, how they became millionaires, California's homeless money, IRS audit, a Federal Reserve, Senator Raskin, CPS, Clinton Foundation, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Bernie Sanders, every single arm of the government. My guess is the deeper they dig, it will expose much more. They've only scratched the surface, and look how much misuse and fraud they've uncovered. Would love to see utility companies get audited. Oh, yeah. Veterans Affairs as well. The governor of Maryland. The View, 60 Minutes and other programs under USAID. Okay, there you go. He did not create the Democrats' hate, exposed it. He did not create the media bias, he exposed it. He did not create corrupt FBI, CIA and DOJ, he exposed it. He did not create the deep state or DC swamp, he exposed it. He did not create the corruption in both political parties, he exposed it. Okay, so that was interesting, and it just keeps going and going and going. I'm sure they've got so many suggestions now that they have enough to go on for a couple of weeks or months or years. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. Leading reports said, breaking, Zelensky claims that Ukrainian people oppose holding elections and prefer that he remains in power. Really? Are you sure about that? Oh dear. What a little authoritarian. The notice has said a boy 5 has allegedly been attacked by essayed by a male relative 19 in a remote Aboriginal community. And a child protection advocate says politicians and senior police are covering up an epidemic of abuse in the region. Because this is what happened with Aboriginals. Okay? A little 5-year-old boy has been attacked by a 19-year-old. Holy shit. It's not good here in Australia in the Aboriginal community, and none of the money's going to where it should be. And we'll see that in a second. Nick Sautor said, I hope not a single person here is fooled by Pfizer's Super Bowl PR campaign acting like they're going to knock out cancer. Pfizer makes billions of dollars a year. If anything, I'll be burying it. Didn't Joe Biden say that at the beginning of his presidency, and he didn't? Bro said 3/4 of Labor government has spoken disparaging against President Donald Trump. So if he were to whack us with steel tariffs, it's Anthony Albanese and Labor's fault. No one else to blame besides them. Effing wankers. Okay, this is it. Elon Musk said, why do you allow this, Cyril Ramaphosa? This is a major political party in the South African parliament, and their leader is calling for genocide of white people. Vincent James said, they're cutting throats of whiteness, so they will kill white women, children, and their pets. Guess the media's right. Discrimination against white people in South Africa is just fake news pushed by Trump.
The mayor of DA in PE is a white man. So these people, when you want to hit them hard, go after a white man. They feel a terrible pain because you have touched a white man. Not because Mashaba and Soli will not be touched. They will be touched, don't worry. But we are starting with this whiteness. We are cutting the throat of whiteness.
There's also another politician. He's the president of the Black First Land First political party, the BLF. And he spoke at a rally a couple of years back in which he urged the crowd to kill white people, their children, and their pets. I'm going to see if we can expand this here and play this clip for you guys. Take a look at this clip here.
For each one person that is being killed by the taxi industry, will give 5 white people. For every 1 black person you kill, will give 5 white people. You kill 1 of us, we'll kill 5 of you. You kill 1 of us, we'll kill 5 of you. You kill 1 of us, kill 5 of you. You kill 1 of us, we'll kill 5 white people. We'll kill the children, we'll kill the women, we'll kill anything that we find on our way.
So there you go. That's political party leaders literally calling for the genocide of white people to happen there.
And that's why they should be defunded. South African Julius Malema calls for genocide of white citizens again. Julius Malema said anti-Semitism is hatred, prejudice or hostility towards Jews. Some of our biggest financial donors are Jewish and we love them. Yeah. This clip was buried, but it's from my show, said Vincent James. I've covered this for 10 years and much more they're hiding from you. I'll discuss it on the Backlash this week. There you go. That's where the clip originally came from, this clip here, I believe. I was wondering who that was because I was thinking we should shout out the person who actually made the video. And I like to know that because I like to thank them for making the video. Tropher Fields said it's the Emperor's new clothes. We're at the point in the story where the whole crowd starts admitting the truth and shouting and laughing as one. The last 16 years have been a lonely time for me as one of the small voices pointing out that the Emperor has no clothes whilst being told to shush by the fearful obedient masses. Hey, mate. But now everyone can see it and the shout is going up everywhere and we look. The Emperor is naked. Like I say in my book, it sucks to be right early, but that's the only time that it matters. Forgive me if I enjoy this moment a little more than I should. Polybard said, like many wise people have said, it's easy to be brave after the fact. Don't you apologise for a single thing, sir. You bask and soak up those rays. I wish I was feeling it, but I'm not yet. Oh, dear. 16 years. That's the same here. He's been awake the same amount of time that I have. Topher, hello. How you going, mate? 16 years I've been awake for, since 2008. Count that. Is that 16 years? I believe it is. It's 2020. Well, it's 2025. It's nearly 17. Nearly 17. It is 17 years this year. Kobe Thatcher said, get ready to be embarrassed, Australia. Anthony Albanese has scheduled a call with President Trump. Oh, dear. Come on, President Trump. Give it to him. Give it to him hard. John Lee. My name's John Lee Pettimore. Same as my daddy and his daddy before. Sorry. This guy, John Lee Pettimore, said Chelsea Clinton literally starved Haitian children to accumulate her wealth. What kind of shit human does that? George said, holy cow, President Trump wasn't joking about sending IRS agents to the border. DHS just deputised them as immigration agents. This is hilarious to me. It is DHS's understanding that Department of Treasury has qualified law enforcement personnel available to assist with immigration enforcement, especially in light of recent increases to the Internal Revenue Service's workforce and budget. US Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, a DHS component, has the following needs. This letter requests you make qualified officials from the Department of Treasury available to work with ICE and that you consent to those officials being deputised to perform immigration functions pursuant to 8 U.S.C. 1103A6. Oh, well done. He's playing them left and right, mate. The British Patriot said breaking. Whitehall in the United Kingdom is totally jammed with tractors stretching out in every direction. What a striking sight. Go, you guys. I wish Australians would fight for Australia like this. And not paying their council rates and stuff like that. And taking down those freaking cameras everywhere. Oh, but I can't see it in Australia just yet. I can't see that everyone can see that the Emperor has no clothes yet. We'll see. J.D. Vance said, breaking, House Republicans reportedly had enough votes to charge Attorney General Merrick Garland with inherent contempt of Congress, which would direct the Sergeant-at-Arms to take him into custody. Do you approve this, yes or no? Yeah, go. Do it. And Amuse said in Germany, EU regulators think it's too dangerous to simply break a bottle across the bow of a new ship. Instead, they insist on the use of this contraption. This is why the EU is failing. This economy minister, Habeck, flailing. They're trying to break a bottle on the ship and it's just not working because, I don't know, but you got shit around the bottle where, like, seriously? Oh, yeah, just throw it overboard. Just throw it overboard. Don't worry about it. Off you go. God, they're useless. What the? Oh, we have some lame dicks in charge. Seriously? Sorry. I'm in a funny mood this morning. True Blue Rebel said if there's ever been a reason to sign the petition EN7101, this is it. This woman was directly responsible for a mother losing one of her unborn twins after being refused entry to Queensland for emergency surgery. During COVID, they weren't allowed to cross the border. Why are they allowed to access their full pension and superannuation before retirement? Okay, let's have a listen to this guy. He's pretty good.
Who remembers when this monster stopped people getting life-saving surgery because they were unvaccinated? So she's already receiving $300k as a pension. She can access her superannuation at 55. And she's just landed a job at Ozpost as a non-executive board member for $107,000 a year. Can someone remind me why our politicians get so many benefits when all they do is fuck this nation up? Do us a favour and hit that button.
I agree, mate. Okay, there's a link to a petition here. How am I going to do this? I'm going to have to bookmark this for me to sign. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, they get pensions and they also go to work. So they get $300,000 a year plus whatever they're working for when they move to a new company. Stevens said Bill Shorten is getting $900,000 a year as Vice-Chancellor of the University of Canberra. He's also getting a tax-free $300,000 a year parliamentary pension. These people ruin our economy and then rake in a fortune. Exactly. Shadow of Ezra said a former World Bank president has sounded the alarm, revealing that the Federal Reserve has lost over $1 trillion and counting, turning it into nothing more than a massive hedge fund for the rich and powerful. He claims the Fed is borrowing money from banks at 5.4% interest, then pouring it into government bonds, creating the illusion that the government's financial situation is better than it actually is. This is what I'm waiting for next, the financial crash. He warns that this scheme isn't just limited to the US, it's happening across central banks worldwide. Christopher Arnell said US aid isn't about aid, it's a front for corruption, money laundering and regime change. Billions wasted with no oversight while the deep state goes after Trump to keep their secrets buried. They fear an audit more than anything. Now you know why Dems slandered him his first 4 years. Did fiddly things in 2020, tried to jail him the last 4 years, tried to kill him before the last election. It wasn't Trump derangement syndrome. They were afraid of an audit. They're worried about their money. Everything here is alleged, by the way, and everyone is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Okay. Laura Loomis said, who else thinks it's time to investigate the Clinton Foundation and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation? Oz Polly said, do you believe Australia has comparable issues with corruption and the mismanagement of taxpayer funds as what's currently being uncovered in the US? Yes, I do. This is an Aboriginal in a remote community. This person calls herself an Aboriginal, is a politician and lives in the inner city. Do you see the difference here? This person is part of the Aboriginal industry that we give millions and billions of dollars a year to. Millions and millions, sorry, not billions, I think. I think it's only millions. I don't know. It could be billions for all I know. And this is what they do. They're Gucci, you know, and all that sort of thing. Yeah, she's real happy about it. I don't see this lady being too happy about, you know, the mess they've created in the outback. Anyway, the money that's given to the Aboriginals doesn't get where it needs to go. It goes to these people in the inner city who are politicians or advocates for Aboriginal people. When it doesn't actually get there. Anyway, Dom Luca Meme Coin said breaking Taylor Swift was shocked when she started getting booed with ice space when they were displayed on the Jumbotron at Super Bowl, which caused Taylor to say, "What's going on? Let's have a look." Yeah, you could read her lips. She did say, "What's going on?" Okay. Lozzie B said nothing to see here. Apparently, Jeffrey Epstein donated $650,000 to Kevin Rudd's International Peace Institute. This is one of our politicians here in Australia. He's actually supposed to be representing, he's the US ambassador for Australia. Holy shit. Go, Trump, please, please, please. Please do something. Put tariffs on us. I don't care. Go 100%. I don't care. Just make sure these people, can you hold them to account? Can someone hold them to account? Can we hold them to account? We, the people of Australia? Cauldron Pool said, wow, is Trump going to make the entire West great again? Telegraph said, UK willing to renegotiate online harm laws to avoid Trump tariffs. Go for it with Australia, I'm telling you. Jen K said the fact that King Charles chose to spend the day with Keir Starmer while the farmers are protesting in London for no farmers, no food tells us all who he stands for, and it's not the UK public. The King is not on the side of his people. Yes, well, he's also supposed to, by law, help Australia out when things go wrong. So is our Governor-General. That's what the GG was the other day, the Governor-General. And no one's doing a bloody thing. No, they take the money, though. Like King Charles, we pay them money, you know, from Australia. And what do we get for it? Absolutely nothing. Shadow of Ezra said Tucker Carlson's dropped a bombshell claiming the Ukrainian military is selling up to half the weapons funded by the US taxpayer to Mexican drug cartels at the US border. He further reveals that US intelligence agencies, including the CIA, are fully aware of this operation and are profiting from it. New York Times can get on the web and order Ukrainian weapons. Wow. Ukraine sells weapons US taxpayers paid for and gave them for free to Mexican drug cartels that use them to kill and secure smuggling paths for drugs that kill US youths at alarming rates, and the CIA knows all about it. The Democrats have turned their rabid support for this mess up to 11. Kind of says all you need to know about the current state of things. Ah, yes, train running off the tracks. Yeah, it's not... I'm happy for the US, though. They're getting to expose everything, which is a good thing. Okay, Juanita Broderick said, yep, you can't trust these young people working for Doge, said the people who believe Greta Thunberg when she was 13 years old. Yeah, they worshipped her. A dumb kid who didn't know a lot at all. Matt Van Swal said breaking a grand total of 0 major news outlets yesterday reported on the fact that President Trump's FEMA resolved 80% of all open Hurricane Helene victims' cases in Western North Carolina in just 5 days. Not one. Read that again. Mike Benz said 2 days after US aid goes down, Brazil finally ends its months-long censorship ban on Rumble. Almost like everything I said about Brazil's censorship apparatus being juiced by USAID cash and killing their USAID funding and network partnerships would lessen their grip. Chris Pavlovsky said Rumble, a US company, is now fully operational in Brazil. I give credit to real Donald Trump winning in November. Brazil's move to rescind their censorship order on Rumble is proof the world is changing. President Trump's making the world great again. Thank you, President Trump. Okay. Oh, here we go. With Sade Smith said, my grandfather passed away in the mid-80s. His social security number was stolen in the early 90s because my grandmother got a letter from Social Security stating that his social security payments have resumed under a Hispanic name, illegal alien. She called and Secret Service stated nothing could be done because his Secret Service was reassigned to the illegal alien. He would be 101 if alive today, and I checked a couple of years ago and they are still drawing his Social Security. Elon Musk said, just learned that the Social Security database is not deduplicated, meaning you can have the same SSN many times over, which further enables massive fraud. Your tax dollars are being stolen. And your Social Security numbers, by the look of it. Vincent Kennedy said, when you laugh, you're actually preventing looshing. You know what loosh is? Yeah, that's when everyone's terrified and afraid and fear. And so that's why I come on and try and make people laugh sometimes. Sometimes I'm not in the mood myself. But you got to laugh, otherwise you'd probably cry, mate. Seriously. You can't just cry and put your head in the sand and dig even further. You've got to face it. Face it and face it head on. There you go. Then we can go forward. George Papadopoulos said Trump could go full Andrew Jackson and ignore interference from activist judges, as they have no constitutional authority to ban an executive branch appointee from accessing anything in an executive branch agency. The president is the head of the branch. The judge has no power over that plenary constitutional authority. Defy the orders, impeach the judge. And so he should. Elon Musk said, I'd like to propose that the worst 1% of appointed judges as determined by elected bodies be fired every year. This will weed out the most corrupt and least competent. What a great idea. Wow. Hey, Randy. Hey, Jason. How you going? Have I missed anyone else? Sherry, how you going, Sherry? Just checking. Okay. Flyby Stew, how you going? Okay. Jack said, this is a Canadian person. What are your thoughts on becoming the 51st state? What do you think of paying less than half the taxes we pay now? Mark Nixon, this is only from 22 hours ago, breaking Donald Trump just said the only option is the 51st state. Canadians would pay 50% less in taxes and get full US military protection. And where's Justin Trudeau? In Paris. He's 100% serious about this. Let's have a listen.
How does this align with America First?
Well, because it makes us bigger, stronger, and better. Canada, we'll see what happens with Canada, but the people of Canada would be paying less than half of the tax. If you look at the tax, they're going to be paying less than half the tax. They don't pay very much for military, and the reason they don't pay much is they assume that we're going to protect them. That's not an assumption they can make, because why are we protecting another country? Now, I love the people of Canada. We have a great relationship. But if they became our 51st state, it would be the greatest thing they could ever do. It would be unbelievable. It would be a cherished state. And think of how beautiful that country would be without that artificial line running right through it. Somebody drew it many years ago with a ruler, just a line. You look at how beautiful that is, wow, it would be very exciting. But if you look at Canada, it would be cherished as a 51st state. They don't pay their share of military in NATO. They pay very little for military. They're not protected at all. And the reason is they think we're going to protect them. The other thing is we subsidize them to the tune of about $200 billion a year. If we stop doing that, if we stop allowing them to make cars through tariffs and other things, cars, trucks, etc., what they make, they're not viable as a country. So we're making our country larger. We're making our country stronger. And in the case of Canada, if this should happen, I don't know how they can do it without us, because without the U.S., Canada really doesn't have a country. They do almost all of their business with us. And if we say we want our cars to be made in Detroit, with a stroke of a pen, I can do that. And other things in addition to that would not allow Canada to be a viable country.
There you go. I don't know how Canadians feel, but yeah, there you go. Being libertarian, said RFK Jr. wants to ban pharmaceutical companies from advertising on TV. Hopefully this will be the last Pfizer Super Bowl commercial. I don't know. I don't want to see Canada go down. That's what I think will happen if this happens, if they don't join. You're not going to have as good a, like, you won't have your free medical anymore. If you're worried about having free medical, here in Australia we have the same thing, right? And you have to wait a long time to get any medical help for free. Okay. Oz Integrity said, say what? Breaking. Labor are proposing tax cuts on foreign ownership of houses to the likes of BlackRock, Vanguard and other institutional investors. You will own nothing and be happy. Labor is actively selling Australia out from underneath our feet. Oh, so they're going to give tax cuts to BlackRock, Vanguard and other institutional investors to invest in our country, in our housing, so that Australian kids now or young people cannot afford a house anymore. Jesus. Come on, Trump. Do something with Albanese tomorrow, please. Shadow of Ezra said Donald Trump just posted this video on his Truth Social account of Russian President Vladimir Putin saying Europe's elite will soon stand at Trump's feet and gently wag their tails. You'll see it'll happen quickly, soon. They'll all stand at the feet of the master and will gently wag their tails. Everything will fall into place. It sounds like a warning to Europe.
Что-то изменилось, что ли, со времен Байдена? Да ничего не изменилось. Они с удовольствием выполняли любой приказ со стороны Вашингтона при Байдене. Просто им Трамп не нравится, они с ним боролись активно, да, реально вмешивались в политическую жизнь, предвыборный процесс в Соединенных Штатах, а потом растерялись, когда Трамп вдруг выиграл. И потом Байден ментально им больше нравился, понимаете, ментально. А у Трампа другие представления о том, что такое хорошо, что такое плохо, в том числе в этой гендерной политике, в некоторых других вопросах, им как бы не нравится это. Но я вас уверяю, Трамп с его характером, с его настойчивостью, он наведет там порядок довольно быстро. И все они, вот увидите, это произойдет быстро, скоро, все они встанут у ноги.
Okay, there you go. They're going to gently wag their tails. Oh, dear. Randy said he's Canadian. Did you say you didn't want it? Hang on, let me just go. Hey, Paul, how you going? Randy said we don't need them to protect us. Okay. Randy said 60% of their electricity comes from Canada. That wouldn't be hard to fix, though. Okay, well, it looks like you don't agree, Randy. Is that right? Okay, the justice cometh. While you've been watching the Super Bowl, Trump has eliminated the Department of Education, eliminated new production of pennies, and a report that Josh Shapiro allegedly tried to have Trump killed at Butler. Let the fun begin. Ooh. They're going into the meat of it now. They're going to find out who was trying to assassinate Trump. You don't agree? Okay. USA owns Australia too. Yeah, I'm fine with that. As an Australian, I'm sorry, Randy, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine if the USA owns Australia, with Trump in charge anyway. Red Pill Drifter said no truck bomb. Bombs were in building during the Oklahoma bombing. Remember that Oklahoma bombing? Unexploded bombs were also found in the building. No ATF agents came to work that day. Video of Timothy McVeigh at McDonald's proves he did not rent the ride a truck. McVeigh was a patient of MK Ultra Dr. Jolly West. Remember that? Many, many, many years ago. Okay. Oz Polly said, do you agree with Senator Rennick that free speech should be enshrined in the Australian Constitution? Yep. Senator Gerard Rennick said, this is why free speech matters. Nothing symbolises Australian culture more than taking the piss. There's nothing more Australian than laughing at ourselves amongst our mates. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's how we grew up. We can't allow the media and politicians to whip up an atmosphere of hate amongst Australians, only to have them turn around and use that hate to justify bringing in laws to censor and control you. It's time for free speech was enshrined in our Constitution. Yeah. Elon Musk said he is chanting killed white farmers to a cheering stadium. Uncommon Sense said, why should white people care about white South Africans? Plays a clip of South African political leader Julius Malema shouting kill the Boer, white farmer, to the thunderous applause of thousands of people. And this is from years ago, and I remember watching this years ago.
Kichi, kichi, kichima, Simran Konto, Alliance, shoot to kill, Yamaza, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer, brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa, attention, kichi, kichi.
Yeah, demons, pure and simple. A lot of them are demons. God help them. Yeah, racism is wrong. Believe it or not, hating white people is racism too, you know. Oh, my God. Some dumb people in the world. Angie Jones said a woman had to explain this gentleman's attire to a 5-year-old daughter while shopping in an op shop in the middle of the day in Rosebud, Victoria. Legally a woman, if he says he's one, even if he has a male birth certificate, dressing like this in front of kids is no longer a public decency offence. Oh, dear God. Oh, my God. I don't even know any women that are dressed like this in public. Seriously? I don't know. If you do, you might want to get your mental health checked. Anyone, you know? Okay. Jim Ferguson said, where is the king? Why does he remain silent? As Britain faces an unprecedented assault on free speech and democracy, the king remains silent. Starmer is cracking down the British people, censoring dissent and allowing mass illegal migration. Well, I don't believe anymore. I think they're turning a lot of the things back, including migration and now the assault on free speech. But yet the monarch, a sworn defender of the nation and its people, does nothing. Is King Charles breaking his contract with the people? A close ally of Klaus Schwab in the WEF, an advocate for globalist policies over national sovereignty, a monarch who watches as Britain is dismantled. Is the king failing in his duty to protect Britain? Should he step in to restore confidence, or will he continue to ignore the people? I've got the answer for you. He's going to continue to ignore the people. He's behind it. He's part of it. See you, Randy. Josh Dunlap said, alert, a federal whistleblower, filed a criminal complaint on February 7th, 2025, alleging Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro's involvement in an assassination attempt on our former President Donald Trump. It also alleges that Christopher Wray conspired with the Biden admin to hide the reports. The Butler County DA's office is currently investigating these allegations. No arrests or official charges against Shapiro have been confirmed by official sources as of the latest updates. There you go. Elon Musk said, among many other things, Doge today cancelled a $17 million project to provide tax policy advice to Liberia. Why would anyone think this is a good use of your tax money? Okay, Marina Medvin said an intriguing suggestion has been proposed to the problem of relocating Gaza Arab Palestinians. South of the Arabian Peninsula is an island called Socotra. It is of sufficient size and has almost no inhabitants. The location is far from the Jews that the Palestinians despise so much and closer to their Arab brethren. With a water buffer zone to keep them at bay, literally, as the other Arabs prefer, it's also a beautiful paradise with even more beachfront property than Gaza. Why not? Why not put them there? How about we don't? It's a beautiful place that shouldn't be ruined by any humans. I don't know. I think why not? Well, it's 10 times the size of the Gaza Strip, but before you know it, there will be more pirates in the Arabian Sea. I don't know. It's just a suggestion. I don't know. I'm just reporting what I find, guys. Mario Norfolk said Trump fights unconstitutional Treasury blockade after a judge barred top Treasury officials from accessing the federal payment system. Trump's team hit back, demanding an immediate reversal. The order came after states sued over Doge employees having access, claiming security risks. But Trump's DOJ says this was just an excuse to sideline his administration. The White House warned that blocking Treasury leaders from their own system is a dangerous overreach. They really don't want him investigating, do they? Okay, the opinionated black woman auntie said of the $843 million Albo's pledged to remote communities, $743 million will be spent on office supplies and administration. That's exactly how it works, okay? So we give $843 million to remote Aboriginal communities, but $743 million will be spent on office supplies and admin. That is huge. And that's how it works. How about we get rid of the government administration? Oh my God, we could just give the Aboriginals $100 million a year. It'd still be cheaper. Anyway. Oh my God. Francie Nancy said the eternally unprofessional Australian e-safety commissioner Julie Inman Grant unleashed on Elon Musk again at tech industry event at Parliament House. She sarcastically introduced herself to the crowd as a censorship commissar and said she was also known online as E-Karen and E-SLUT. Inman Grant made her own jab at the Doge head, saying, "Look who is the unelected American bureaucrat now." It looks like she didn't dwell so much on her recent loss relating to her illegal censorship of Australians by sending informal takedown notices. Julian Mann Grant should stand down immediately. Unelected bureaucrat e-safety commissioner unleashes on Elon Musk, calling him an unelected bureaucrat. That's so wrong. She's known colloquially online as E-Karen and ECU in the NT. Effing gaslight and lefties. Craig Kelly said Malcolm Roberts is a good man. I consider him a friend and I love the tile he's just put out. I couldn't agree more. But after what happened last week, it's very interesting to see that his latest social media tile has no mention whatsoever of the One Nation Party, and the One Nation logo is missing. Malcolm Roberts said the great Australian dream is worth fighting for. Every Aussie family deserves their own piece of paradise, not to be crammed into tiny shoebox apartments. Let's bring back affordable housing and save our backyards. Time to put Australian families first. And the One Nation seems to be gone. How close humanity is to understanding their governments are organised criminals. About that close. Okay. Alexandra Marshall said Donald Trump's transparency campaign is interesting. He's opening the books on funding. He is declassifying some of the most secretive assassination plots in American history. And now he wants the Secret Service to publish what they have on the two people who tried to kill him during the election. Trump gets it. You don't fight misinformation and disinformation with random speech laws. You do it by making the government honest and accountable so there's no room for conspiracy. Trust is earned, not given. Johannes Reform UK, or Joanne's Reform UK? Liars. A lot of them. Alexandra Marshall said James Morrow asked the senator, I don't know why we just can't have more free speech in this country, rather than narrowing what we can say every time there's a problem. Senator Bridget McKenzie gave an awkward pause, staring down the lens of the camera. James, we're going to have to still love each other but disagree on how this is rolled out. I love our country. I believe in free speech. Let's be very clear here. It's not mosques that are being firebombed, it's synagogues. It's also statues of Captain Cook and Australian war memorials. The coalition defend their support of hate speech laws. Yeah, well, you can't defend that, sorry. No one can. Give me one sec, guys. Okay. Okay, where are we? World Hall of Fun replied to Elon Musk, who said, cocaine Netflix documentary. World Hall of Fun said Hunter Biden reportedly commandeered the White House after Biden's disastrous debate with Trump. Lindy Lee, after the debate, Hunter basically commandeered the White House. He sat in on all of the White House top-level meetings. We had a former cocaine addict sitting in on one of the most sensitive meetings of the most consequential and most important government in world history. Does that sit right with you? Sean Ryan said no. Lee, without security clearance, mind you, that's basically who was running the show. Now we know whose cocaine was in the White House. Hunter basically battened down the hatches after the debate to make sure his father would only receive intel he pre-approved. The Biden admin makes a lot more sense if you view it through the prism of the brains of the operation was on crack. That's very interesting. So Hunter Biden was in charge under Biden. Okay, well, now we know whose coke was in the White House, yep. Yeah, easy to work out. Elon Musk said the Doge team just discovered that FEMA sent $59 million last week to luxury hotels in New York City to house illegal migrants. Sending this money violated the law and is in gross insubordination to the president's executive order. That money is meant for American disaster relief and instead is being spent on high-end motels for illegals. A clawback demand will be made today to recoup those funds. Amuse said the crazier part of the story, Elon, the FEMA money went to Pakistan as they own the Roosevelt Hotel. Senator Schumer arranged for FEMA to divert the disaster aid to the Pakistani government so the hotel could be used to house the illegal immigrants. Amuse said Doge. Elon's Doge team discovered FEMA employees illegally sent $59 million last week in violation of Trump's CEO to house illegal aliens in New York. Perhaps more shockingly, the money went to Pakistan thanks to a deal brokered by Senator Schumer. The Roosevelt Hotel is owned by Pakistan and is now leased by New York City to house illegal migrants. Thanks to FEMA, Pakistan has made $100 million so far of a total $220 million deal negotiated by the city. Holy shit. We have it all. What's going on here? Did I bookmark this? Why are we laughing? My face actually hurts from laughing so hard. Oh, that was that one. Yes, sorry. That's why I bookmarked that. Okay. Yep. And there was that one that I wanted another video of to play on Rumble. Okay, so we're going to go to the chat. Okay, let's go back as far as we can. Okay. Del said, I believe these globalist diddlers like Hillary not finished trying to whack El Presidente Trump. Yeah. Deb said, I am the silent achiever. Robert said, bet Gonzalez ends up in Gitmo. Deb said, hello, Star Child. D. Lee said, careful not to make yourself sick, J1, unless you're trying, then good luck. So he said, hey there, Deb, how's things in your neck of the woods? Hello, Judy, if you're in here. How you going? I can't see you, but I can only get so far back. Deb said, I want to come over and join you, J1. D. Lee said, I think we can all say how they got their money. Oh, God love you.
Susan Jane tipped $5. Thank you, Hev.
Oh, God love you. Thank you, Susan, you legend. I appreciate that. God love you. Okay. Yes, D. Lee said, I think we can all say how they got their money. Dell said, Bohemian Grove, Blackwater, Lockheed. For fuck's sake. Alex said, the truth will always come out. Dell said, woo, whistles and blows air horns. D. Lee said, I love the truth. Deb's put some bulls in there. They want a small person in charge. Zena said, we all knew at least there was always a nagging question deep down. Alex said, I'm a little behind. Some graffiti is such good art, isn't it? J1 said, Dealey, I start with beer, then weed, then popcorn, then chocolate, finish with ice cream and a coffee and sometimes smoked oysters. Nice. Dell said, Abos are endangered, so special dispensation from the lunatics like meth-drinking violent Maori gangs. There you go. Alex said, catching up on chipmunk speed. Zena said, sounds like Maxine Waters' future self. Dell said, safe South African farmers genocide that caused black people to have famine, you moronic animal. Exactly. Yeah, you know what happens when you kill the South African farmers? Your people's going to starve. You might want to quickly train them up to be farmers very quickly. Lady Stardust said Trump, it's happened before actually. Lady Stardust said Trump EO offers refugee status to white South African farmers and their families. And yeah, yep, Lady Stardust, I've heard of that. Deb said, is this why we lost so many people that can help with cancer and planes crashing? Probably. Suzanne said, wow, such hatred. D. Lee said, that's a lot to put in your body in one day, J1. Zena said, it's been going for a long time. Alex said, brainwashed. I wish everyone could just live in peace together. Nisi, how you going? Okay, where am I up to? Dell said, the witch doctor's new loincloth. J1 said, D. Lee, yeah, the weed slows my beer consumption, then it makes me hungry, then I get sleepy, then I need a coffee. Susan said, yes, we all want peace and freedom to be who we are without pushing on to others. Just leave us be. Alex said, time's flying. Zena said, I wish, Susan. Lady Stardust said, South Africans would starve without those farmers. Exactly. Deb said, very good, Hev. D. Lee said, I totally get it, J1. Kai said, Hev apparently likes it hard from Trump. No, I want him to go hard at our government. J1 said it's usually 10 a.m. by then. Alex said, I say, Kai. D. Lee said, Alex flying fast. I feel like I'm in slow motion. Kai said, she said it, not me. Zena said, mud flood buildings. Alex said, yeah, go farmers. I knew the farmers' protest was on today, but I've not had time to watch any of the videos yet. Great bird's eye view. And Alex said, what a plonker. Try and break that wine bottle on the ship. I agree. How ridiculous. Things are just absolutely ridiculous. These politicians are absolute utter morons. Susan said, hey, Hev, how you doing on the quitting cigarettes? I've recently quit and doing it with the help of God. I actually have to. I'm having a hard time breathing. Yeah, well, I wanted to give up because I have a bit of a wheeze going on. And I'm having a bit of difficulty giving up. It's more than I just got to get my head around it. That's pretty much all. It's my own, like I'm having an internal battle against myself here. It's absolutely freaking ridiculous. I'm going to get sick of it shortly and just completely give up. I hope. I've got to read my book again. I've got it in front of me, actually. Oh dear, but yeah, I'm not really winning, Susan. I've cut down, but I'm not. I want to give up, but I agree with you. Yeah, when you start having a hard time breathing, I think it's time to give up. And I keep getting tickles in my throat, and I don't know if that's just from talking because I don't normally talk. When I'm here by myself, I'm not talking to anyone. So I'm normally very quiet. And when I start talking, especially on stream, I start getting a tickle in my throat. And I'm not sure if it's smoking or just not talking during the day. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying, but I'm just not really, in the scheme of it all, I'm not succeeding yet. But I keep trying. I'm going to keep getting up and trying again. And good on you, Susan. I hope you actually can do it. I really do. Ladies, such a Stardust said it's the additives, not the tobacco. You can get organic tobacco. J1 said Power Chuck should be in jail. Kai said, speaking of a dart. Zena said, I've given them enough in interest over the years for nothing really. Alex said, well done, Susan. You will get there. I thought I wouldn't be able to stop, but my prayers are being answered and not smoked now for months. I hardly use a vape now either. You can do it. Good on you guys, honestly. I admire you guys who can give up smoking. Deb said they fear what he will release. Dealey said you can grow your own tobacco. Kai said no, but I can grow ganja. Zena said, do we really want to know the depth and depravity the Clinton Foundation is covering up? Not sure if I want to know, though, but we have to. Yeah, exactly, Zena. Our future depends on it. Yeah, because we can't let it happen again, so we need to kind of know. Alex said, you'll feel so much better soon. I used to cough so much. Now I hardly cough at all, Susan. Dealey said, you can grow that too, Kai. Kai said, right now it's Yoda candy. Zena said, KR is so slimy. Kai said, tobacco isn't as fun, though. Dealey said, I agree, Kai. Zena said, yes, if Trump can do it, no one can. If Trump can't do it, no one can. Yep. J1 said, an Aboriginal government worker just bought my daughter's house for $1 million and bought 2 others for her kids as their early inheritance. Not doing too bad, I'd say. This is in Queensland. Oh, my God. There you go. Yeah, I think it's had the opposite effect for the ones who want it. Like, it's like that video I shared yesterday. You can't help those who won't help themselves. That includes me with smoking. You can't help me if I can't help myself. Oh, my God. This is hilarious. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could turn on myself, which I normally do, by the way. Oh, dear. Okay, anyway, let's just skip over that one. Alex said, Super Bowl, so many rituals in that thing, harvesting so many people's energy. Deb said, King is only for himself. Sherry said, hello, everyone. Flyby Stew said, King's never been on people's side. I don't think he has either. Zena said, remember when we had Tomo? Now we have Albo. Sad face. Yeah, I know. And Randy was in here. I hope you didn't get upset, Randy. I noticed a comment there that I kind of had to second glance at. As you were leaving, anyway. I won't take offence to it if it is what it is. Dealey said, Alex, seems a lot goes on under the Super Bowl. Alex said, Charles sold us down the river years ago. He's a puppet like the rest of them. Can't stand the Royals' massive parasites. Alex said, yes, I didn't even realise it was on this weekend until people started talking about it. Zena said, but they presented Greta as 16. I knew they were lying because she had no breasts, not being rude. Look at her now. Zena said her body has matured as per her true age. Randy said, going to the keg for supper. Oh, good one. Dealey said, same here, Alex. Alex said, that's awful. I don't understand why numbers are reissued. They do the same with mobile numbers. J1 said, superb owl, Super Bowl. Oh, interesting. Zena said, technically Americans are rich as fuck. Kai said, I'm fidgeting with the project. Jason, how you going? Good to see ya. Alex said, they love the owl. Kai said, Zena, except for not having money. Lady Stardust said, Mickey Mouse clock 2:10. Oh, interesting. Susan said, yes, impeach the judge. Paul said, g'day, Heaven family. How you going, Paul? Zena said, oh, yeah, Kai, that's why I said technically. Where else? J1 said 0 tax on US crypto. Sherry said, doing great, have taken care of my new great-grandbaby, loving every minute of it. She's so good. Oh, congratulations. So cute. Oh, my gosh. Susan said, thanks, everyone, for the encouragement. Dee Lee said, congratulations, Sherry. Everyone's congratulating Sherry. Alex said, is Trudeau actually gone now? Who is the PM of Canada now? Randy said, we don't need them to protect us. Randy said 60% of their electricity comes from Canada. Zane said, how refreshing to listen to Donald Trump speaking as opposed to Biden and Harris. Alex said, oh, that's great news. I bet you're loving it. You're such a wonderful great-grandmother. Your girls are lucky to have you, Sherry. Yep. Sherry said, hi, Alex. Trudeau is still in as far as I know. J1 said, taxing unrealised gains. Australian government gets away with it again. We need Doge. Alex said, oh, what a shame. I thought they got rid of him, Sherry. Zena said, do these politicians think that these decisions for foreign entities are good for our future? No, they're just bought and paid for and selling out. Susan said, taxing unrealised gains is criminal. That's what they're trying to do here in Australia as well. Flyby Stu said, my mate's next door sister lives in Canada. She thinks Trump is meddling. Randy said, got to go soon, I'm Canadian. Dell said, true, like Macron and Sturgeon and Starmer, all puppets for the globalists, quisling traders, man, all UK being looted, even our virgins being deflowered, time for Wallaces. True, Dell. Flyby Stu said, somebody else, NWO. Randy said, Trudeau ain't going nowhere anytime soon. Wasn't he quitting? Zena said, looks like every knee is bowing to the maestro. Dell said, all our country's already screwed, too late, man. Paul said, morning, Hev. J1 said, didn't know why, but I Want to Break Free by Queen is playing in my head. I know, that pops into my head a lot. I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free from your lies. You're so self-satisfied. I don't need you. I've got to break free. Anyway, there you go. As I said, Suzanne, yes, what if the gains aren't realised? They don't give refunds. And Randy didn't agree. Randy said USA owns Australia too. And I said, that's fine. I don't mind. Alex said, that song gets stuck in my head sometimes too, J1. Randy said, no slow walkings onto NWO. Cells, how you going? You had a message retracted. Zena said, J1, I know why. I feel the vibe too. Yes, it sucks when he tells you to be quiet. Mount Cells said, Canadians need to learn Chinese. Yeah, they're going to get taken over by the Chinese, maybe. That's what's going to happen to Australia. If we don't join the US, we're getting taken over by the Chinese. And I just assume that Canada is close to what Australia's like. But that's up to Canadians. That's not for me to say. Paul DeWar said, say what you want. You can say what you want, but you won't change my mind about you. Dolores, hello all. Here in at least my part of the US, I think I had that all out of tune, by the way, we have on average a 6-week wait to healthcare, and we pay an exorbitant price with being forced to also pay for health insurance monthly. I think things will change with your healthcare system, Dolores. That's another thing they need to look into in the US. Doge needs to look into the healthcare system. Randy said, dim sum ting wong. Zena said, that reminds me of when Kamala was dancing to a song that was against her, but that was a war cry, scary. Randy said, I walk in and out of hospital, no charges. Our hospital system in Australia is completely broken. I don't know how yours is still standing, maybe with the funds that the US sends to Canada. I don't know. J1 said, witchcraft. Alex said, I just remembered Trump was in my dream last night. It was a strange dream. Yeah, I've had dreams about Trump. Randy said 5-hour or less wait. You're lucky, Randy. 3 nearby to choose from. Deb said, Albo was sad and I bet got bullied at school. It's his way of revenge. Yeah, I think so too, Deb. Randy said, gotta go. Bye for now. CUNET. Are you trying to call someone a cunt, Randy? Oh, don't worry. I won't take offence if you are. Take care, Randy. Have a good one. Zena said, Charles is a Shriner, a Muslim. Zena said they wear the red fez. Deb said, Charles is part of the problem. I'm only asking, Randy, because of how you actually put that. CUNT. Except you put an E in there. I know it means see you next time. You missed the X. That's what happened. You dropped the X and it looks like you're calling someone a see you in the NT. I don't think Randy's calling anyone a see you in the NT. I think what happened was the X fell out of it, okay? You missed the X, unless you are, Randy, and that's fine. Oh, dear. Deb said Charles part of the problem. Ego Shredder said, I hope Trump was a gentleman and did not grab your P-U-S-S-Y. Meow. Deb said, talk about in your face, evil. Zena said, most of the politicians and important people are Shriners, puts things in context. J1 said, Charles wearing his 30 pieces of silver on his chest. Yes, exactly. Deb J, how you going, everyone? You've been raking all day, just sat down late again? That's okay. Deb said, hello, my beautiful twin Deb J. Flyby Stew said, what do you expect? Have you seen the royal family of late? Another shove, they'd be in the nut house. Dealey said, Deb 2.0, sit, take a break with us. Alex said, no, but the whole dream was weird. It also involves timelines changing and the sky changing. It almost looked like a computer chip. It's really hard to explain. There goes Shredder. Deb said, just lovely to have you here, twin Deb. Senna said, it feels like a game of Kerplunk, this Doge investigation, just waiting for the right straw to be removed and it all comes down. Maybe I'm thinking of Kerplunk when I say Jenga. Is that the same type of thing? You pull bits out slowly and the whole thing falls down? I don't know. I'm asking people who know what Jenga is. Okay. Susan said the sky changed colour? Alex said the rollers make my skin crawl. Ego Shredder said, Alex, well, did the sky move for you as a new twist on an old saying? Are you sure Trump behaved himself? Menacing Muskrat, how you going? What do you think about Trump taking Canada? Menacing Muskrat. Everyone's saying hello. Deb said, so it's just like charity, only give 10% and the rest is running costs. Example, their pockets. Exactly, it's a rip-off. Deb said, hello, our beautiful menacing muskrat. Zena said, I think politicians should have a wonk uniform. I can't read anymore either. A work uniform. Karen looks like she's going to the club. She probably is. Using our money to get plastered. Flyby Stew said, parasitical hypocrites, Alex. Kai said, 90% operation costs. Exactly. J1 had a message retracted. Flyby said, saying hello. Oh. Hang on. Where are we? Okay, where am I? Oh, yep, I'm around here somewhere. Dell said governments need reminded they work for the people, not vice versa. Alex said he was just in one part of the dream, but seeing Trump just triggered the rest of the memory of the dream, which I had written down, Ego Shredder. Kai said, for now, they own us. They control the food, water, meds, transportation, everything. Ego Shredder said, Alex, true, and sometimes you just need the sleep more than the cool dream story, etc. I know I do. So I often stay put instead of leaping to grab pad and pen. Kai said, all we really have for now is information. Alex said, they make me sick, Flyby. They're always lording it over us. They treat us like paupers while they take our money. Menacing Muskrat said, remember the Standard Hotel? Weird shite went down there. Yes. Shifty was involved in that, Mr. Shifty Schiff. Allegedly. attacking a child. Kai said, and it's spotty at best. Xena said, ego shredder, I read and have tried it a few times. Try not to move your eyes when you first wake up. D-Lee said, gotta go. Much love, many hugs to everyone right here. You too, D-Lee. Xena said, when your eyes are accessing that part of your brain, that was dreaming. If you move your eyes, you lose the pathway. Alex said, I think the magnesium I got is finally kicking in. I'm starting to sleep a bit more. Still not in the routine yet, but I'm getting there, ego shredder. Good. Alex, you need it. Susan said, did my donation come through? Yes, it did. Thank you very much, Susan. Thank you. I very much appreciate that. And you are a legend. Everyone who watches me is a legend as well. Deb said, Alex, 2 nights ago I dreamed of Don and Melania. Yeah, it came through, no problem. Yeah, it takes a minute or two when you do donate for it to come through. Might take up to 5 minutes, I'm not sure. Ego Shredder said, Xena, yeah, I know what you mean. I tend to keep my eyelids closed and just get up and use memory for where to walk. Harder when trying to write down music, though. I've done that too. Alex said, they're creeping into our dreams now, Deb J. Susan said, you're welcome. Deb said, yes, Trump give it to Albo. Yeah, I hope he does. Xena said, Albo might need Pampers for that call. I think he might. Xena. Deb J said, I've had him in dreams about 6 times, always helping him. Kai said, so today I learned that never mind. What, Kai? What did you learn? Xena said, I saw a chick with a long cigarette holder the other day. There you go. Xena said, not easy to pull off and look natural. No, it's not. Alex said, I think I'm going to start writing my dreams down as some of them are really strange and sometimes they feel very real. Ego Shredder said, Xena, the things you see when clearing the poop from the hen hutch. Xena said, I rarely dream anymore, but when I do, I feel like it's important. J1 said, nicotine stops certain things from being accepted by your body's receptors. Dolores, how you going? Xena said, but I can't remember them. Kai said, interrogation. Xena said, has anyone looked into DMSO? Yes, I did in 2020. Actually, someone on my stream sent me some. Oh, not DMSO, the other one. The two that you mix together. I can't remember what it's called. Kai said, it was very vivid. I remember the throbbing in the knuckles. Ego Shredder said, not sure what dreams are. There's so many theories on this. One is it's an astral realm and its agents influencing and controlling your reality here on Earth. Menacing Muskrat said, US aid is being exposed. Their house of cards is coming down. Nothing can stop what's coming. Yeah, Menacing Muskrat, exactly. I've been reporting on US aid for the last 4 or 5 days, something like it. Xena said, I think it's the giant plug hole of our day straining away. Alex said, or it might start dictating them into my phone while I'm still waking up. Xena said, dreaming. Oh, well, it is dreaming away. Kai said, Xena, not sure what that is. I know what it is. I don't think I can talk about it on here, but I know what it is. It's the thing that someone said they drank fish tank cleaner. It was the disinfectant thing that Trump was talking about. It is I can't remember what it's called. I'm sure if Timmy was here, he'd know what it is. Ego Shredder said, Alex, just that USB port for your noggin and download them to a memory stick. Just get that USB port. Alex said, I think Randy said he was at the hospital, but I'm not sure. I think he said that he had to go soon before the comment. It's all good, Hev. I know. I don't think he was calling anyone I see you in the NT. I really don't. I think he dropped the X out of the next time. Oh, it just looked like it. That's all. It was funny. Sorry. Sorry, Randy. Kai said DMSO. Menacing Muskrat said, question, what can I make with a bunch of whipping cream? I don't know. If you've got cream cheese, you might be able to make a cheesecake. One you don't have to bake. What else? You can put cream in a lot of things. I put creams in sauces, whipping cream even, in sauce. Make a sauce out of it, like a creamy mushroom sauce or a creamy cheese sauce. What else do I do with cream? Put it on a pavlova, which is like a meringue. That's really nice. What else? On top of a cake? Anyone else got ideas of what to do with whipped cream? No rude ones, thank you. Zena said, remember when Al Decor was infiltrating every home decor store? Alex said, that would be cool. Watch them straight back on the screen, although that's probably getting to Neuralink, Skynet level. So on the other hand, Ego Shredder. Yeah, it is actually. That's Black Mirror stuff, that is. J1 said, muskrat, a wrestling pit. Ego Shredder said, owls are cool, though. A lot of animals get tarnished by the BS from the elite's behaviour. Kai said, joke, how many animals can you fit a pair of women's leggings? Alex said, if you have egg whites and sugar, you can make pavlova, menacing muskrat. Yep. Kai said, Kai, sorry, I'm not going to read that one out. Ego Shredder said, Alex, yep, and then your mum walks in one day and says, oh, I've seen that film before. Menacing Muskrat said, Trudeau is still acting like he's Prime Minister, possible election in April 2025. Alex said, with fresh fruit on the top, Menacing Muskrat. J1 said, stop it, Hev, I just got it out of my head. I'm sorry. I sang it again and made it, now it's going to replay in your head all day. Kai said, Xena. Oh, okay. I'm not going to read it again. Alex said, ooh, that's gross, Kai. Xena said, oh, Kai, that's gross but clever. Yeah, it is. Alex said, yeah, it's not the poor animal's fault, Ego Shredder. Kai said, cross Wolverine and Michael Jackson, you get Wolverine. Xena said, don't sign a doctor's form. Read the fine print. If it says it will give your information to third parties, they cannot force you. Judy said, PA ex-state police whistleblower just in that PA Governor Shapiro paid and planned the Butler County incident. Yes, Judy, I did read that. Yep, today. Xena said, protest on that basis and they fold. Ego Shredder said, Alex, even snakes get a hard time, but they're just out there trying to survive like everything else. They're not evil. Yeah, but you shouldn't go pick them up and bring them home, you know. Like that snake poem, you know. Where was I up to here? Somewhere. Paranormal Oz, how you going? Good to see ya. Kai said, sorry I misspelled Wolverine. Zeta said, yes, Hev, that's Kerplunk. Okay. Zeta said, same, different name. Okay, thank you. Kai said, just another step towards planetary government. Kai said, here's a movie idea, Captain Pancake versus the Wild Waffler. Ego Shredder said, Alex, I missed your reply about magnesium. Great, glad it's doing some good for you. After what Timmy said, I wonder if I should keep going. Maybe get a bigger dose. I don't know. We'll have to ask Timmy about that. I'll have to get him on. We'll have to do a call in this weekend on the Sunday, okay? I will stick to that this time. If my daughter rings me and asks me to have little one up for the weekend, I'll have to plan for a different day. That will be my Sunday, your Saturday, and hopefully Timmy is available because I'm sure people have questions that they like asking. Judy said, I think it's like blocks you move, not the sticks, like the Keeplink, like the Kerplunk. Kai said, he's formed from morning gas. Kai said, nothing, Hev, I didn't learn anything. Okay. Menacing Muskrat said, Hev Mac, I'd like it if we could be a part of the Trump's 51st state. Oh my God, I'm losing it this morning, guys. But only temporarily so that our corrupt government is cleaned out. I'll always be a Canadian in Canada-stan. Fair enough, Menacing Muskrat, yep. Ego Shredder said, Kai, we learned that Hev is brainier than all of us put together. Why? How? Ego Shredder, what? I'm not that smart, man. Seriously, I'm not. I don't think I am. Zane said, did I say something that made me think? that you got that from. Zena said something chloride, I think, just starting to look into it. Someone let me know. Robin said, hey, everyone, how you going, Robin? Alex said, I've been taking double time, sometimes double the dose for the first 2 weeks after Tim Ezrek. I didn't think they work at first, but they are now. Kai said, ego, yeah, that's the ticket. Did I say something that made it seem like I think I'm a smart person? Because I really don't. I know there's some idiots out there, but I'm not the smartest tool in the shed. I'm the sharpest tool in the shed, mate. Seriously. Kai said, ego, yeah, that's the ticket. J1 said, Muskrat, if you do become the 51st, put a good word in for us Aussies. Alex said, we'll be going back down just taking 1,000 milligrams soon. They're in my system just to maintain it. Alex said, hey, Robin, good to see you. It's been ages. Oh, no. What have I said? Did I say something that made everyone think that I think I'm smarter than everyone else? Because I really don't. Alex said, I'll be going, oh, yeah, I just read that one. See, I'm not that smart. I can't even talk, mate. Zena said, just a stream of a download of our day all mashed up and flying past our subconscious before its memory hole. That's what dreams are. Zena said, that's what I think dreaming is. It's filtered, sorted, and filed away. J1 said 52nd, 53rd, 54th. I'm not fussy. I'll take any one of them. 55th sounds good. Yep. Ego Shredder said, Alex, yep, you're so you've been fast asleep since the last Hev stream. Only got up 2 hours ago. Deb J said, you guys experienced a load of fog. It's been bad in Florida. They said tested. It was full of bacteria and parasites making people sick. Yes, we've had it here the last couple of days. Rain and fog or mist. That's it. Out to lunch. Chlorine dioxide. Menacing Muskrat said hydrochloride. It's two things you mix together and it makes the stuff. MMS? Is that what it is? I think it might be. Okay, anyway, I'll find out. Thank you, Out to Lunch and Menacing Muskrat. Kai said, I did a live just before this and there was a hideous noise of the video that wasn't in the room. Oh, really? Actually, I did tune into you for a few minutes this morning, Kai. And then I went looking for something and I lost the stream. I don't know why. Zena said, I guess I don't know. It had ice in it. Dolores said, AKA MMS. That's it. That's it, Dolores. Yes, you got it. You got it. You got it. Out to Lunch said, I'm good for something. MMS, yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's all coming back now. Yep. Exactly. I was speaking about it in 2020. Probably why I got done for medical misinformation and had my channel deleted. Alex said, do you mean like double heavy cream or spray can cream? I said pavlova, but probably put double cream in a savoury dish like creamy garlic mushroom pasta. Menacing Muskrat. Well, double heavy cream, I don't know. We don't call it double heavy cream. We call it whipping cream. Thickened cream it's called. And you can whip it into a thick cream like the spray can, right? But I use it for cooking as well. I use it for sauces. Instead of flour and butter mixed together with milk or what other liquid in it, I just put cream in there. And then the mushrooms and the seasoning and all that kind of stuff. Alex said, oh, sorry, I read that one. Out to Lunch said, Kai, are you doing okay? I couldn't watch earlier. Ego Shredder said, now I want a nice tangy lemon meringue. Not had one in years and I love them. I haven't had one either for a long time. I'd love a lemon meringue cake. Oh, yum. Robin said, Alex, I had to find my password again because my computer updated. It logged me out so I couldn't chat. I always watch, though. Kai said, I'm out to lunch. I'm fine. Just another chat, pretty much. I'll be on again Wednesday. Dolores said, yes, Deb J. The fog has been reported all over the US. We have several school systems shut down around me due to illness. Ego Shredder said, move over, Dr. Timo. Professor Hev's in the house. Kai said, oh, she's something all right. The tone of voice said it, actually. What did I say? Oh, come on, guys. Call me out. Come on, tell me. I want to know. I'd rather you be truthful and upfront with me. Come on. Let me know. What have I said? Alex said, ego shredder, would be nice to have a full night's sleep without waking up and having to have naps. It'll happen soon. Kai said, I'll shut up now. Going farther could be problematic. No, tell me. Tell me. You won't offend me. Zena said, it's great that they indoctrinated us in Build Back Better. Who'd have thunk? Alex said, how annoying. I'm glad you found your password again. Good to have you back, Robin. Kai said, hook, line and sinkers. J1 said, pretty sure Coke cures a cold. Menacing Muskrat said, I can't say that one. I was lurking, Kai. Alex said, yes, I think heavier whipping cream is what we call double cream. Yeah. Kai said, did you hear that noise? Tony's phone was chiming away. And Deb J said, you are smart, Hev. Yeah, I'm not that, really, I'm not that smart. I do some stupid shit sometimes, right? I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, guys. And I don't think I am. Sometimes I'll say things that, oh, come on, man, But I don't think I'm the smartest person in the world. Come on, Kai, you've really got me wondering now. Do you mean the tone? I don't know what you mean, Kai. Come on, just spit it out. Tell me. Oh, my goodness. Come on, guys. Tell me what I did. It's okay. You're allowed to. You're allowed to criticize. Deb J said you are street smart. Yeah, like I can't even pronounce freaking words, mate. I don't know how smart I think I am. And then I have mornings like this morning where I can't even read or talk. Kai said that canned whipped cream just sucks in my opinion. Okay, Kai. So you're not going to tell me. Menacing Muskrat said Pavlova sounds great, Alex. Thank you. J1 said I like those bean stings with custard cream. Yummy. Kai said, no, I can't. It's not a criticism. Oh, my goodness. Ego Shredder said, Hev, haha, just having fun. Not about anything at all, just bigging you up. Oh, God love yous. Well, I'm not that smart. Seriously, I really am not anyway. I'm just going to let you know, right? I'm really not that smart. I do some dumb shit sometimes, man. Like taking up smoking in the first place, right? Oh, my God. Alex, what is it? Alex can explain it now. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Cool. It's just a fun thing. They're having fun. I don't know. Whatever it is, I don't know, but that's good. Okay. Menacing Muskrat said, so what's the new time schedule? Because I'm always late, Hev. Well, it's not normally 9 a.m. In the morning, Sydney, what is it? Sydney daylight saving time at the moment. It'll change in a few weeks. I don't know. Is your daylight saving time changed over where you are? I only had a late stream the other morning or a couple of mornings in a row this week, but I do normally start at 9 a.m. Sydney Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Unless I'm late. And then it's like any your guess is as good as mine as to when I turn up. I'm so sorry. I've had a bit of a week. Like I've had a bit of a couple of weeks actually. Alex said, I don't know what you mean, Kai. And Alex said, I think I must have missed it. Kai said, Muskrat. I know, right? I'm sorry, guys. J1 said, have your insight into the realms of destiny have me hooked. Oh, thank you, J1. Alex said, did you mean about the leggings thing, Kai? Kai said, the breathy way you said, give it to me hard. Oh, no. What? You're not even talking about anything I even thought you were talking about. Was that about the Trump thing? You know what? Give it to me, baby. Trump's pretty fly for a white guy. No, I'm kidding. Okay, that's all I could think of when you said that. The breathy way I said, give it to me hard, laugh my ass off. Okay, so I thought I'd sing. Yeah, pretty fly for a white guy. And it was bad. Like, I'm not even in tune with that thing. I can't even get that high. Give it to me, baby. Okay, I think I'm going to shut this down before we go any further. Hang on, I'm going to read a couple more comments. Okay, Ego Shredder said, Muskrat, on the naughty step for repeated lateness. We need to see Headmaster Tim Ayres soon. Alex said, oh. Menacing Muskrat said, it's 4:51 p.m. Mountain Time here. Okay. So if it's 4:51 Mountain Time there, take just under 2 hours away. So it'll be 2:51. It'll be your 3 p.m. that I normally go live, unless I'm late, and then it's your guess is as good as mine, pretty much. Kai said, yeah, that tone. And Ego Shredder said, have Mac now say it in the voice of Big Mike. I did. That's why I went, give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. In the voice of Big Mike. Okay, Alex is right. This chat has gone off the rails. Everyone's laughing. Kai's saying hilarious. I'm crying over here. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm laughing so much I'm starting to cough. Deb J said, have family too much, yes. With that, I'm going to leave it there, okay? Before we get any worse, I'm going to leave it there. And I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Much love to all of you. And remember, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Okay, guys, have a good one. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, and I'll talk to you soon.